with the UI. The UI of these apps are probably what distinct them apart from each other more than anything. On Apple Maps, the style, animations, and layout are designed to resemble its own operating system, iOS 8. This means while traveling that you'll have an overly simple yet non-intrusive look at the road, which is color coordinated basically just by the color blue. Its UI lets you switch easily between standard, hybrid, and satellite, also getting quick information on nearby and pinned destinations like restaurants, then being able to link you to third-party apps to become even more informed on said locations. So all aspects of Apple's UI as a whole is just meant to be as minimalistic as possible. Google, on the other hand, is very different. The fluidity and seamless feel, though, isn't really there, since Google's more geared towards just trying to get you your info as fast as it can. Similarly to Apple, the UI integrates its internet sourcing, giving you information regarding your destination. And since Google can take direct advantage of its own in-house massive search engine, we found that Google was actually more accurate and helpful. So since both are very good in this category, this round's gonna be a tie. But next up is accuracy. Now, accuracy is a little bit of a touchy subject, since Apple's whole fiasco with iOS 6 a couple of years ago made the service nearly unusable, as it would sometimes make your destination be in the middle of a lake. And when put to the test, both got us there accurately at the time projected. But Apple's was found to send us on a little bit of a detour, which we know from personal experience was definitely not the most efficient route.
Alright, so this is telling me just to go. We messed up and we kind of paused it, and I missed something, but the way I'm going is still faster than the way it's telling me to go. I know this from personal experience, but it's having me turn around and go all the way back to go back to its route when its route is not as fast, so.
And then we have Google, whose navigation abilities is just much more matured. Thus, it made it as easy as expected to get us to the record store without any confusion.
Your destination is on the right.
Well, oh, sorry, just texting Ash the Tater, you know. Yeah, that's right, you wish you were me. So this one's obvious. Google wins. Next up is functionality, in other words, what the app actually allows you to do. And since I'm not here to waste your time, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Google has way more features than Apple Maps. Google lets you get your routes and estimations to where you want to go based off of whether you're taking a car, transit, walking, or cycling, in addition to allowing you to view upcoming traffic. This may not come across to you as that much of a surprise, since we've really seen these features for years now, but what's an actual surprise is that Apple Maps does not have hardly any of these. Now on the good old Maps app, you're allowed to drop pins, set destinations, get directions, get a cute little description of where it is you're going, and the end. However, they're hoping that that won't make you forget about the app altogether, since it has the ever so convenient feature of giving you a nice little list of alternative apps that do what it can't. So let's just move on. The next category is speed. When calculating speed tests, these two are head-to-head in terms of how fast you can get directions to where you want to go. So there's really no harm done whenever calling it a tie. Now yes, I could argue how Apple Maps lags like crazy whenever you try to zoom out to view the whole world in a matter of seconds, but in a realistic scenario, that's not why you have the app in the first place. Nevertheless, I'm calling this round a tie. Now, the final category is something that's only applicable to today's hands-free society, which is the voice control. Now, whenever I say voice control, I'm not talking about how clear the bot's voice is or how well it understands you speak, but just all of it. How often it will recognize you, how well it does, and so forth. So to familiarize everyone, if you don't already know, Google Maps uses Google Now, which sounds like